What is going on, Misfits? It's a beautiful day in Las Vegas. It's 11 o'clock and it's only 104 degrees. It's going to be a great day to be outside. So I'm actually out in this treacherous weather because I need to get to the store. I'm putting together a new website, and in doing that, I'm going to be putting together 6 themed menus that are kind of, influenced by different flavors. For instance, one of the menus is the one I'm doing today is called Not So Far East. Basically, Asian themed menu. It's going to have a cucumber salad, like with this honey miso vinaigrette, which is one of my favorite dressings. Braised beef short rib with a sweet soy sticky glaze, jasmine rice, and chili crunch bok choy, with a new dessert, cheesecake wontons. Very excited about those. With that being said, I'm going to be putting together, like I said, 6 themed menus just like that over the course of the next 6 weeks. So today it's just going to be the salad, entree, 2 sides, and dessert, and we'll start with that. Now, I know I recently told you guys that I charge a price per person plus the cost of groceries. With that being said, when you do your dinner parties, you should probably go ahead and just purchase things like your condiments, your soy sauce, sugar, things like that on your own, just because you don't want to really pass that along to the client, since you're more than likely going to be taking it after the end of the event. Now, I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, but it's a huge gesture to the client to let them know you're not just there to waste their money. And believe me, it saves a lot of heartache. In a lot of cases, when the client lives locally, they're more than likely already going to have that stuff. So when you ask them, do you want to keep the condiments I purchased with your money, they're going to look at you like you're crazy. On the other hand, you do have your bachelorette parties or people that come in from out of town that they're not going to take this stuff with them. So it's kind of like an unnecessary over-expenditure at that point for the client. Whole Food Pizza, I'm telling you. Also, not sponsored, but if you haven't had this yet, Lemon Perfect, the blueberry is the way to go. All right, so I actually just picked up on a mistake. I just played back my video. Let me correct something. I picked up the wrong condiment to tell you to pay for condiments. That chili oil is like $15 a jar. So if that's something that's a one-time use with the client, I'll pass that on to the client. Things like your olive oil, your mayonnaise, mustards, things like that that you're gonna get multiple uses out of, those are things that you can pay for out of your own pocket. All done with that, now we're gonna head back to the kitchen, get started, and have a day at home cooking for you. Doesn't that sound fun? It's so hot. Yeah. As you can see, we've got about 44 minutes left on that, but in actuality, we've got about an hour and 15, hour and 30 until those are done. Now, keep in mind, if I was actually doing these for a client and people were gonna be consuming them other than myself, I would take these, put them in the fridge, let them cool overnight, let those flavors settle, but I'll also let that fat separate from the liquid so I can remove that fat, making it less, oily and greasy across your lips. That's just a little fit and finish detail that I like to go into. All right, so we've got about 5 more minutes on the pressure cooker of those ribs. I finished the filling to the cheesecake wontons. I'm super excited. If you look close enough, you could see the little vanilla bean specks. It's gonna be delicious. But here is what I've got as well. I've also prepped the bok choy that I'm going to saute with the spicy chili oil. I also have my cucumber for my cucumber salad, and then I still have this stuff to prep here. Red onion avocado, that's something new I'm gonna try to see what I think with that cucumber salad. And then for the dessert, that'll be the last thing I do. I think right now, since I've got about 4 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and make the dressing, the honey miso dressing for the salad, so that way it can sit for about half an hour, probably an hour, 2 hours, I don't know, we'll figure it out. So good. All right, so I got that salad mixed together with that avocado as well. And then I'm gonna be actually using some everything bagel seasoning because I don't have any sesame seeds, but last time I used this, it was incredible. So definitely a good swap out if you need. That avocado is such a great addition. It's amazing. There you go. Nice little cucumber avocado salad with a miso honey vinaigrette. I'll get this down here to photograph. Got some good lighting. You'll have to learn all this stuff if you want to become a personal chef. Or you can hire somebody if you've got that kind of money. But even after 14 years, I do it myself because I actually enjoy it, which is crazy. So see, not just a chef, you're a photographer, videographer, marketing, social media manager, all that fun stuff. This is the shot right here. I'll let you know right now. So much detail, you can see everything. You smell it. All right, so not something I normally do or show, but I think this is important to see. You see all this oil that's floating on top, that line that separates the sauce from the oil? Basically, after trying to pour it out slowly, then you can resort to a spoon. You slowly dip in your spoon, and you can start pulling your oil out like that. Or you can let it sit overnight. Now, could I be lazy, make a slurry, and just make it all thick and have extra sauce? Yes. I don't really mean to use the word lazy, but this is a reduction, not a gravy. So we're not going to be adding a roux to this. We're not going to be adding a cornstarch slurry. It'll actually be reduced by more than 50%, making it a reduction, which is going to have a lot more intense flavor. There you go. That's your lesson for the day. I'm done. So this is going to be that bok choy that I chopped. It's going to have that crunchy chili oil, and then it's going to also have the soy sauce as well as the rice wine vinegar. This will actually cook really quick, so we'll do this at the very, very end on top of the rice, the short ribs, the sauce. It's going to be beautiful. So now I've got these wonton wrappers, small little square wrappers, that I'm going to squeeze the cheesecake mixture into it and then close up the wonton wrapper. Haven't ever done it, so we'll figure it out as we go. Just the tip. All right, when it simmers like this, we want to go ahead and turn the heat down on it because it's starting to thicken up. You can also take the spoon and, not as liquidy as it was, just a little bit more. We'll turn that heat down. All right, so now we're going to take that wonton wrapper Squeeze out a little bit of the cheesecake filling. A little bit of water around the edges. Fold that over. Like so. Then crisscross applesauce. Okay. Not perfect by any means, but we'll keep working on some different styles. That's the beauty of cooking, right? You gotta try new things, make things work. Look how thick this sauce is now. See what I mean? No cornstarch slurry needed. Nice and thick, but you did lose a lot of the sauce, so that's okay though, because the flavor is so much more intense and so much deeper and richer. It's just a better way to go. Not saying the cornstarch slurry and a roux is a bad way to go. It's just a lot more flavor when it's a reduction. A lot more. And for those of you wondering, yes, I'm going to finish it off with a cold knob of butter. Okay, I'm not too big to admit when I may have bit off more than I can chew, trying to film and cook 3-course dinner at the same time, kind of harmoniously like I do when I'm in a kitchen in somebody's house. Although these little cheesecake wontons turned out relatively well. I don't want them like the purses. I want them with the little pointy things. So I'm going to research that, see how I can do that, because the cheesecake will leak out and pop into the oil and it gets nasty. In the meantime, I've got this raspberry coulis going here. I just added some sugar, so I'm heating that up, and then I'm reheating up the short rib with that reduction that is so tasty. And because I ran out of space with things to cook, I'm actually cooking the bok choy in the rice maker. Everything's coming along fantastic. Salad's waiting. Salad's done. That's the easiest thing. You can do that last, actually. Prepping everything ahead of time. The dessert, the short ribs, even letting those sit out overnight. Just doing this for you guys is a new adjustment for me. So much fun, but an adjustment. So we're gonna wrap everything up, get everything plated, and then we'll just go from there. Once it's all plated, I'll get some more photos, some little IG cover photos. This was fun. I can see why not a lot of other personal chefs have done this in the past, but I plan on changing that. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. No? Okay, let me finish cooking. And there you have it, menu number 1 down in the books. Cucumber avocado salad with the honey miso vinaigrette, sweet soy sticky braised beef short rib, jasmine rice, spicy bok choy, and then you're gonna have these little wonton cheesecake, little cheesecake wontons with the raspberry dipping sauce. Brand new dessert for me though. I'll work on these wontons because yeah, those are legit. Still need to take a photo. Video. I like that. That looks so good. Love it. Oh man, not so far east in the books. That was fun. I don't know, what do you think? Was that fun? Did you guys enjoy that? It's a little bit different, I think. Let me know in the comments if you thought it was fun. Give me a little thumbs up. Let me know you appreciated this. Hit that subscribe if you like this. I'll tell you what, I've got like 5 more of these menus to do. So this is a 6-week deal. If you don't love me by the end of that 6 weeks and think that you're getting some sort of value from this, then just simply unsubscribe. That's me pandering. I'm gonna be going live probably this next week, maybe on Sunday, this following Sunday coming up. I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. We'll cook brunch. We'll talk about the next menu, American Bistro. It's my #1 selling menu. It's gonna be amazing. Guys, we'll see you next time.